Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I thought I would do a tutorial with the Bobbi Brown palette that I purchased from the anniversary sale, along with the lip kit or the lip set that I got from MAC. Thought I would show you how I use this. And so I did my foundation and everything. I'm sitting up a little bit closer to the camera. I know many of you said you wanted me to sit up a little bit closer so you could see a little bit better. And first so I did my brows and my foundation concealer. I used the Dior Forever foundation, Too Faced concealer, and my Hourglass brow pencil. Like the basic, the regulars. And this is the Sephora Jumbo Eye Pencil in beige. I just like it as a base, just a nice, easy, and it helps to, I can wear it alone, but it really helps the shadow to adhere, and my shadow doesn't crease that much. Okay, so with it, I'm going to start with the shimmery color here, and then I'm going to use this on my highlight and a mixture of these three in the crease, and then this as a liner. What I love about this palette is I use every single color. Do you guys have palettes that you use like 80% of the colors and you're like, I love this palette, but I really wish I could use all of the colors because I feel like I want to get my money's worth? This is one of those palettes where I use every single color. It makes me feel so happy. I don't have to like have any powders, any of the colors that don't get used, and I feel like, oh, I wish this was replaced with something else. Every single color in this palette is perfection. And I can also use the shimmer highlighter on the lid. The blush is a little too pinky, but the highlighter is beautiful, and the bronzer is perfect in the crease. So just applying that all over the lid. Then, oh my God, brush this a little bit. I haven't cleaned that brush yet. I'm gonna go first with this lighter taupe color, and I'm just gonna go back and forth in the crease, just lightly to give a little bit of definition. And the undertones of this are quite pink. It's more of it's not super brown. It's really kind of almost, it has some plum undertones, almost mauve-y. And I didn't think I was gonna like it, but it's looking really beautiful when it all comes together. So just back and forth with your brush to get the color into the crease. And then I'm gonna go in with, what color am I gonna do? Actually, I haven't used that color yet. I'm actually probably gonna use this color and the bronzer. I'm looking at it again. I'm like, no, I don't think I used that color in the crease. This color has a little bit of shimmer to it. And so I'm gonna use this color and the bronzer in the crease together, or more toward the outer edge, and then blend it up to the crease. So many brushes, but it's like, I don't wanna use any of these. Okay. I'll just take a really angled brush and I go back and forth between both, and then just in the corner here, almost like a V shape. You just kind of create a little V right there, just adding some darkness. You could use the really dark brown, especially if you have darker skin than me. It probably will not, like, the dark brown, if I used it in the crease, is like, that would be like a very smoky eye for me. But if you have darker skin than me, it probably would look like, make a nice crease color. Like I said, every color. I like how also everything works together in this palette. There's no wild card color. There's no just random, like, why did they throw that color in? Everything seems to work together. So I just go back and forth, adding it in to the corner in like a little V shape. So I'm gonna keep doing that, and then we'll come back and I'll show you how I do my liner, because I'm gonna be doing it with an angled brush. I'm gonna wet it and apply it, because I like that a lot more than eyeliner. As you can see, I mean, if you followed any of my videos, I very rarely ever wear eyeliner, and if I do, it is probably 9 times out of 10 shadow and not pencils. I don't know. It's been years since I've worn pencil eyeliner. I also feel like pencil eyeliner unless you really sharpen it to a fine point, I can never get it as thin as I want. And liquid liner, like, ooh, I'm not that skilled for that. And so I can always get a very, very fine line with powder and a skinny, skinny brush. And I find that for me, I like the look of a thin little bit of liner that just like makes your lashes look longer. Because when your liner is too thick, it can make your eyes, it definitely can close off your eyes. Unless you have like a very large lid, then sometimes like a little bit thicker liner with like liquid liner can look really nice. But my eyes, I don't have enough lid to really do a thick liner, and it would close off my eyes way too much. Okay, so I'm gonna keep blending this out and we'll come back and do the liner. Finish blending everything. I'm also going to take the matte bone color up here, which I love. It is, so first of all, I do not like a shimmery brow highlight. I just, it's not my thing. I mean, it has to be, if I do, it has to be very, very subtle. I like more of a matte brow highlight. I just think it's a little more natural. Back in the day, I used to wear a shimmery brow highlight. It was not cute. All right, now moving on, take an angled brush. I'm just going to spray it. This is just like, you can use just regular water or like a face mist or something. And you're gonna wet it and just dip it in there. And you're gonna press along the lash line. Just press, don't drag, don't try and draw. I mean, if you have a steady hand and you're comfortable like with liquid liner and that sort of thing, then draw, like do you. But I am not. I cannot draw on a piece of paper, so I'm not incredibly artistic. So therefore I have to just press and press and press color into the lash line. Even press it and wiggle it, really make sure it gets right on the lash line. And I love also, there's very little fallout with this palette, which I love. I just love the palette in general. It's just, it really is a gorgeous, gorgeous palette. Last year, like I said, my Charlotte Tilbury was my MVP. This year, it is definitely this Bobbi Brown palette. All right, liner is done. Really subtle, really nothing too crazy. And also, if you've gone too high with your eyeshadow color, like maybe you're putting in your crease color and you realize you got like really super high, taking a neutral shade, something that's like your skin tone, for me, the bone shade is perfect. And I almost clean it up. I can use it to clean up anything that's gone too high. Then I'm using my Marc Jacobs eyelash primer. I'm gonna put that on first and then go in with the Lancome Monsieur Big. Remember, I don't like to let this dry. I like it to be still somewhat tacky because I find that when it dries, it's too clumpy for me. It's just my mascara ends up looking awful. So as soon as I'm done, I then go right in with the mascara. And the Lancome Monsieur Big, it's really been like a hit with me. It has replaced, for now, my It Cosmetics Superhero, which I never thought I'd see the day. But I just love the way it's looking. And I'm back on my new lash, so I'm really excited to see some growth in the next few months. I mean, I have pretty good lashes to begin with, but I love using the new lash, and I love how my lashes look when I was using them, or using the serum. There's a duo set that I talked about for the anniversary sale. So if you've thought about getting it, now is a great time. All right, let me finish doing my mascara. It's hard to like talk and do it at the same time. And then we'll come back and do cheeks and lips. For the face, I'm gonna put my Sicily Blur Expert Powder. I just like it all over. I like it because it warms up the complexion. Nothing, doesn't really add too much. For me, I don't find that it oxidizes. It just warms up my complexion, and I love it. Just beautiful. Blurs everything, warms up the complexion. All right, for the palette, now what I said before, the bronzer, it's like a skinny little box here. So I just kind of have to angle my brush. And I'm just gonna take a fluffy brush and I'm just going to use this more as a contour. You know what, I need to use here. This is a brush by Zoeva, and it's a little bit more angled and tapered, so that fits in there a lot better. And just kind of buff that onto the cheeks in kind of a slightly a contoury way. Not really, you guys know I'm not really a contour person. A little bit under the cheekbones. And I mean, this is a gorgeous, gorgeous bronzer. And then blush color, I absolutely adore. But it is very, very light. So I love it for day to day. But it is, I would say, like on camera, it's not going to show up as much of anything. But it's perfect blush for day to day. Now it has some shimmer in it. The bronzer has very little shimmer. But this definitely is more of a shimmery blush. Can you see that? Yeah, definitely more of a shimmery blush. But I don't find it makes my cheeks very oily. Like there's some shimmery blushes that it's like, whoa, it's like disco ball on your cheeks. And then take a little bit of the highlighter. I mean, your cheeks are already shimmery from the blush, so you really don't need, you don't need to do too much. You don't want to be too shimmery and, I mean, maybe you do. That's fine. I don't. Yes, I just love, I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. All right, lipstick-wise, what am I going to do? Is this the one? Care to Share? No, I don't think that's the one. And this one, Look Both Ways. What was the color that I really liked? Yes, it was Look Both Ways. And love I mean, this color is, it's just, it is, I mean, nobody does nudes like MAC, let's all be honest. They really do some of the best nudes. In every undertone, milky, peachy, pinky, gray, I mean, they do all the nudes. And I like Lust on top of it, but you can do this one, which is Shush. It's a little bit lighter, but I like Lust on top of it. It's just, I like it's almost the exact same color. And first of all, I love Lust, the Lust lip gloss alone. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous lip color. I told you guys that I've worn this color and known about it for years and years. All right, that's it. That's the full look. And the palette is just, it's so easy to use. I mean, in this look, I literally used every single color except for one. And so for me, it was definitely a little bit pricier than some of the other palettes, but for me to have like an all-in-one, I mean, I've been using it every day, just reaching for it, and I create a full look. Don't need to use any blush, bronzer, anything else. And especially if you travel, or you're just someone that likes to keep their makeup pared down, this is a great palette. Also, the lip set, like I said, I didn't go for the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk one because I don't really love the Pillow Talk lipstick. I love the gloss and the liner are nice, but I really loved this MAC nude lip set. I felt like it was a good mix of different colors. And yeah, I'll link everything that I talked about down below. I'm pretty sure this is still in stock. I haven't double checked, but I'm pretty sure it's still in stock. And I'll link all the rest of my makeup as well. And I will talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.